corner so that we have a nice round edge, so that when we have that meeting up against the lining on the inside edge, it touches the wood and there's no gap there. It's nice and flush for it. So we'll take that little corner off in a minute with a chisel. Let's just check this and see how it all... Yep, that's nice and stiff. It's glued down nicely. There we go. That's the back of our machine. And that's the outside, of course. That's on the inside. Okay, so there's our bracings. Now we need to just take these corners out, just out of here. And I'm just going to slice that little corner out there. I won't do it until I carve these out. I'm going to take away a large section of these, probably about 2 inches worth, and just taper those straight off there and halve those, bring those down, just slice away at those and bring them right down. So we just got a nice stiff rib in the middle and a little bit of a bracing on the edge, given that we've got other bracing on the edge to go, and let's take some of the weight out of it and minimize some of that weight. So we'll grab our rule, we'll measure that out. It's going to allow a couple of inches, we'll probably go 3 inches. That's more than enough to shave off. We don't need to be any smaller than that. Inches there, 3 inches there. We've got 2 inches on this one, like so. Going to shave that guy away. You can see we're scooping that out. We're going to bring that right down to about 2 or 3 mil, about 1/8 of an inch off that thing. Just taking out those corners, just relieving some of that bracing, taking off some of that. Death's in the house. How you doing, Death? Welcome, Death. I never thought I'd say that, but hey, that's what we're doing. We're welcoming Death into the fold. How are you doing, man? Good to see you. What else have we got? That looks great, Terry. Thank you very much. It's coming up really, really nice. So we're just shaving these little guys out, getting these guys nice and shallow where they need to be. Hoodie with a big cheer. How you doing, Hoodie? Welcome on in. Look at those emotes flashing around. Look at those emotes. I need to put some weight on that guy. Just using that bevel just to scoop that out. That's one side done. You can see how we've done that. It's scooped away. You can see the profile there. Leave about 1/8 of an inch. That little scoop comes away. We'll do the same. Now what we do is we take that corner out. There. And what that will do is that will allow this guy a little bit of room so that it doesn't push that guy out. So we just take that little edge off, shorten it slightly so that we get enough of a gap there and we don't have that pushing into our bracing that's going to go around the outside. All right. We'll do the other side as well. A little bit more. Tad more, another mil. Just a little bit more. Perfect, that's good. We'll just smooth this out. Get that hollow nice and even. we go. Nice. So there's our little bracing trimmed up. Just going to scoop that guy a little bit more, make it a little bit more uniform. It's a little bit high here. It's better. Okay, just check that, looking good. So you can see the scoops there. Scoop those guys away, and we do that to 3 inches here and to 3 inches here as well, just to neaten them up. What else have we got? Emotes from Hoodie. He speaks in emotonese. That's exactly right. Clamp that. No, I'm not going to clamp it. That's fine. I could clamp it actually. I could just give that a bit of a clamp. I might just do that. Why not? Let's clamp it. We'll just clamp that guy down. Oopsie daisy. There we go. Should be fine. Joe Pags with a big raid, 137 people. Thank you very much, Joe Pags. Big shout out to Joe Pags, please, Terry, if you don't mind. Muted again. Thank you very much, Joe Pags, for the raid. No sound. Got it back, Texas. Thank you very much. I've got to pay more attention, obviously, to what's going on here. That mic is giving me the irrits. I've got it set up so that it mutes when it comes off to the other channel, and then it doesn't come back on. So I'm going to have to manually override that. JB, how you going? Okay, so what we were talking about is Camphor Laurel acoustic build. Bracing on that guy, and we're just refining those braces. We've got this guy cut out. We've got the sound. This is the top. This is Bunya Pine. We are cutting out the rosette. There's going to be some resin, a resin pour in that rosette, and a polish, flatten and polish. We are also going to brace that guy. We've got our brace markings all done up there. Bracing is like a rib cage. It gives it a little bit of rigidity and support, and that's what we're working on at the moment. The other thing we've got is our giveaway. Don't forget the giveaway for subscribers. Here it is. I'm giving this guy away. Special Elvis and the little baby guys. They are koi carp that are in Willie Won't Go's pond. And that is Australian rosewood. That is Queensland maple. That is Canadian flame maple. And that is ebony. That is a burgundy ebony. We've got block inlays with a comic strip layout there, and that guy's been given away. Get your points in, exclamation points. Hang out if you're a subscriber, you get points. Convert those by going to exclamation giveaway, and make sure you transpose those for the giveaway, and get those tickets in. Thank you very much, guys and girls, for being here. Let's have a look here. Maui Lynn's in the house. How you doing, Maui Lynn? Excellent. Who have we got? We got McSarge following. Thank you very much, McSarge, for the follow. Dr. Death with a big bit there. Thank you very much for the bit. Earl Alexander, thank you for the follow. And Illegible Squirrel, what a magnificent name. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the show. Okay, so this guy is ready to go. You guys need to get your tickets. I'm going to give that away end of July. And include shipping. Okay. Shipping anywhere in the world and a case, a nice hard case with it as well. So don't miss out, guys and girls. I'd be trying to give away like crazy. Well, Texas, you've got to get in it anyway. You don't have to play to get in it, to be in it. But that's okay. It does make sense, and I appreciate what you're saying. Willie won't go. Thank you very much. I appreciate those comments. Now, let's get back to this and do some actual work. Alrighty, here we are. So what we're doing here is we're chiseling away on this guy here. We're just tidying up the bracing. We just take off a big chunk of that on the end there and just thin them down a little bit, just to lighten the load and to make them look and because I like using chisels. I love using chisels, especially when they're sharp and they cut. I'm creating what they call man glitter. This is all man glitter. Don't forget to get yours. Get in that workshop, grab a chisel, grab some wood, grab a pen knife or a hunting knife, grab some wood, and swizzle it away. Make some man glitter. We need a man glitter emote. Dana, we need a man glitter emote. M. Paulie, how you going? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Who else have we got? McSarge is in there. Absolutely, Death. Keep going, keep going. Get those points in, guys and girls. We're going to give that baby away. You only need one ticket. I think the last person that won a giveaway only had 3 tickets. They somehow still won. It's not a numbers game, but you just got to be in it to win it. Get that little ski jump going. And make it nice and thin. There we go. Beautiful Queensland maple, cuts like butter, frozen butter, but it still cuts like butter. Okay, that side's done. We'll finish this one as well, and then we'll move to the other side and finish those off. Man glitter, that's what we need, Texas. It's man glitter. Don't you forget it, buddy. Nick is in the house. Where is that man? How you doing, Nift? Good to see you. The arrival of mysterious guitar-sized brown boxes. They are the best boxes you can get. Mysterious guitar-sized boxes are the only boxes you want accumulating in your home. Let me tell you. There's two kinds of boxes in the world. Boxes that look like guitar and boxers with an ERS, the dog type, like Buddy. They're the only two boxes/boxers you want around your house. Generation Chaos, what is going on? Thank you for the resub. 11 months, almost there with a big 12-month. And when it is your anniversary, my friend, I will be sending you an envelope with a mashed up muffin and a melted candle to say happy birthday. I bet you're looking forward to that. Thanks very much for being here. Appreciate it. Okay, let's keep shaving away, creating the man glitter. Putting that nice scoop in there. Okay, other side, couple to go. Ugh. Intercontinental guitar collection, that's what we want, Death. That's exactly what we want. We're nearly there. Let's take a little break. Hopefully that's working now. You can hear me okay. What else have we got? Trauma Train Rich Hell. Holy cow, what's going on? Johnny and Heidi with a big raid. Thank you very much, Johnny and Heidi. How you guys doing, guys and girls? Welcome to the show. Where are they? Are they in the chat? Evil Notion, what's going on? Great to see you. Thank you for being here. My name's Manny, for those of you that don't know. I'm based in Sydney, Australia, down under. And hope you're all doing well. Leslie's in the house too. Good to see you. Aloha, Leslie. The Wrestling God. Excellent with a raid. Thank you, Johnny and Heidi. You guys are awesome. Big shout out to Johnny and Heidi. Please, Terry, if you don't mind. They are awesome musicians, awesome people too. I think they're out of Florida, and they are wonderful, wonderful musos. They play. Johnny plays my favorite song every time I raid their channel. So it's awesome. Now, for you people that haven't seen it, we've got another giveaway. We're big Manny fans. Johnny and Heidi, thank you very much, guys. Welcome. Here's our giveaway for July. I thought I'd make something and give that away to some lucky subscriber. It is called the Comic Strip Telecaster. It is a compilation of characters that belong in one of our subscribers' ponds over in the States. This is Special Elvis. They're all koi carp. These are all named, of course, and there are cartoon representation of those guys. Special Elvis. Don't You Step On My Blue Suede Fins is the comic strip blocks. And that is Australian rosewood, Queensland maple, Canadian flamed maple neck, and a burgundy ebony fretboard. Mr. Glynn's pickups, vintage, very, very cool, hand wound. And this guy is going to be given away to a lucky subscriber. Exclamation points, guys. Get a look at what your points are up to. All you got to do is subscribe and be following in the chat to earn those points. Exclamation giveaway. That's where we get those points converted into tickets. There's the guy there. I'll show you what else we're working on, guys. We've got an acoustic build that I'm currently working on. So Johnny and Heidi, who love playing their acoustics, this is one that I'm making at the moment. It is camphor laurel back. That's the back. The sides are the same. I've got the sides bent. They're right down the back there in the back of the shop. They're sitting in clamped up and just keeping them in form. We're just putting some bracing on the inside of that guy. The front is a Bunya, B-U-N-Y-A pine. It's a beautiful, beautiful pine. We're just cutting the rosette out there as well. We're going to do a pour in there, a resin pour in the rosette, probably like an ocean blue, a deep Mediterranean blue or something, a little bit of glitter, a little bit of razzmatazz, as we say. So that's going to be the front of that. Beautiful, beautiful acoustic timber. We've got the bracings all marked out there and ready to go in as well. You can see those lines. The other guy we're doing is a hollow body Gibson style. Let me show you that. Okay, we've got a beautiful, beautiful poplar body, this guy here. And that is chambered, that's hollow. We've got sassafras on the front. A little bit of spalt going on, little F-hole over here. Only two controls, one volume, one tone for both pickups, three-way switch, and you can alternate between and or both. That's the guy there. The neck is white cedar, white Australian cedar. That's the neck profile there. And the fretboard is a beautiful streaked ebony and mother of pearl inlay blocks. You can see the blonde streaks through that guy. Really, really pretty. And that guy, look, put together, is going to look something like this. Black binding, just oil, and we're going to have black hardware. There she is there. And that's another little beauty that we're making. Sassafras, you've got to whisper it, really, when you say it. You've got to whisper it. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. Coming from you, that'd be the overstatement of the year that I'm telling you. These two guys are super freaks when it comes to music. So, guys, get a follow in there. Subscribe to Johnny and Heidi. You will not be disappointed ever. And they play your favorite song. So, thanks, guys. Appreciate you being here. And thank you very much for the raid. If there's anything we can explain or tell you, please ask. Okay. We're going to get back to, let's just catch up. Cruel Mistress is the pickups. Those Telecaster pickups are called Cruel Mistress. That is the name that Glyn Evans from New Zealand, my good buddy Glyn, who winds those for me,
Cruel Mistress, he's got the best pickups. I love them. I can't speak enough for them. They are magnificent. Very, very true to their tone, but also very, very different in many ways as well. They add a little bit more to what you would expect to hear from a Telecaster pickup. Also, his PAFs, his Gibson, the 59s, he makes them, the models he makes is called the Integrity, and they are superb reproductions of the 59 pickup. His P90s are awesome as well. They got some serious growl if you want to get into some really, really heavier stuff or some rockier stuff. And they are in two sizes, a traditional big P90s and also in a humbucker size too. Mr. Glynn's Pickups, look him up on Instagram. He is awesome. You've got to check him out. He's got beautiful work. And he's got some great sound samples of his pickups in some guitars, and they sound amazing. Okay, what else have we got? Happy to bring your friends over, Johnny and Heidi. We are glad you're here too. We have a very, very laid back community and very, very, very good people. I think they're the best people on the internet, including your guys as well. Just like you would think of your crowd, and your mob is a pretty good mob as well. So yeah, we like having nice people around us. So you're all welcome. So come on in. Okay. We're going to get back to this. We are now just shaving the bracing and making that neat and tidy. You can see what we're doing to them. We're taking some of the bulk out of there by shaving little angles in there. Okay. Just with a chisel, just taking that big block up there, leveling that down and giving that a little bit of relief in there. And then we can start working on the front braces and get the braces on in this big rib cage here that has a fair few more than this one. This, of course, has all the tension in it. You're going to have the bridge sitting up here, lots of those steel strings pulling up hard onto that neck, and you want that guy to not bend or bow or lift. You want that guy to be solid through there, so it needs a good core, a good rib cage, a little block of wood's going in there to support that that bridge area. And of course, we've got some ribbing around the hole here to give that a little bit of strength. And there's going to be a block of wood in here for the neck to connect to, and a little block down here to hold the two halves together. So we're getting there. We're getting there slowly but surely, guys and girls. Okay, let's carry on with this one. We've got one to go here, and then we've got to cut up some braces and do the top. So this back, as you can see, this camphor laurel is pretty special. What we'll do is we'll shave this one, then I'll put some hank juice on here, little bit of spirits, and just show you what color that's going to be like when it's oiled, because it really comes out and you really will be knocked off your socks, off your perch, as they say. So let's shave this guy away. Virtual Gopher in the house. What's going on? Big shout out to the Virtual Gopher. Thank you very much, Terry. How are you, Gopher? Good to see you, mate. Could these pickups be drop-in replacements? Absolutely, Texas Truth. Glyn Evans's pickups are made to either put in brand new guitars or as replacements. They are to spec, so the pole piece spacing is authentic. If you've got an original vintage bridge on there, they will all line up. The strings will be lined up. All you've got to do is, I think when you order, is specify if it is a 56mm or a 52mm spacing, because there were two different spacings. Sort of like a 2-inch and a 2 1/4 and a 2 1/8 or something. There's a slight variation of spacing, but if you know the spacing on your bridge pickup, then all the strings will line up because he'll make them to the same spec as your Gibson or your Fender. New emote. Dana, what is the new emote? I've forgotten what it's going to be. Is it Man Glitter? I need more followers, guys. We're running out of emote slots. So if you can give us a follow, please do, because it just means I open up more emote slots. You don't have to subscribe. I appreciate if you follow, though. That would be really, really cool. We're heading up towards that 1,500 mark. We want to get to 2,000 in a month or two. I'd love to get to 2,000. When I get to 2,000, I'm doing another 24-hour build for charity, so get into the following. And then I'm also going to do one in February for my 2nd anniversary on Twitch. So 2,000 followers gets us another auction for charity, guys and girls, another auction build. So get in there, make sure you follow.
Yes, we're doing the man glitter. All right. Dana, let's do it. We need a man glitter. This, for you people that don't know, is what I call man glitter. It is the only acceptable glitter that a man should have in his entourage of toolbox of tools and magic. Woohoo! Bloody awesome. Shooter, you know it is. It's a little bit cold in Sydney today. Nice clear weather though. The rain stopped. Thank the Lord for that. But we are a little bit chilly. Metal filings. Gopher metal filings are also man glitter. Absolutely. You're 100% correct. Metal filings are indeed very, very, very qualified to be man glitter. 1000%. How remiss of me not to mention those. Nearly there. We're going to put some spirits on this guy when we finish, just to show you guys what that colour is going to look like. Eddie Izzard, what would he know? He's a git. Is that something you would say, Leslie? He's a git? It's such an English term, isn't it? What have we got there? We're still doing this one as well. Okay, we haven't finished that one as well. So we'll finish this one off and then we'll do the middle one. This one's nearly ready. Just about done. Okay. It's on a nice smooth piece of masonite there. It should be pretty good. It's there's not going to be too many scratches there, and I haven't even rough sanded it yet. So, Eddie, what's wrong with Eddie? What's right with Eddie? This is pretty smooth, this surface here, so we're pretty good here. Okay, not too bad. Okay, let's finish this guy here. Yeah, she's going to be good with a little bit of Danish oil on there, Texas, that's for sure. We'll have a look at that colour in a minute when I put some spirits on it, just to show you guys. We're almost there. Get down to about a 1/16 of an inch. An eighth's a little bit on the thick side. There we go. That's done. I'll just tidy up. This one is a little bit on the thicker side. There we go. Awesome. So there we have them. All the scoops done. Let's put a little bit of oil on here and see what that guy looks like. Not oil, spirits. I want to see that colour pop. Who wants to see that colour pop? Big one. If you want to put the Hank juice on that stuff. Why does it seem easier when you do this stuff? It's not easy, Willie. It's a lot of effort. Cake. Let's pour a little bit of this guy on there. Ooh, look at that. It's like a window into the soul of this guitar. And the sides, of course, match. That's that guy there. Okay, so it gives you a little bit of a look of how that's going to look with some oil on it. Let's get a different angle on it.
Damn it! Thanks, guys. Sorry, that's the colour I was just saying. You can see a little bit of flame through there. I'm going to put a V, a light coloured V in there, in the tail where the two sides meet and the seam, the join line. We're going to put a light coloured maple strip in there. But that's pretty much it, guys and girls. That gives you a good view, a good look at how that's going to look when it's all done and dusted. Let's get started with the top.
Okay, we'll put that guy away. The book match is perfect. The book match is very, very good. It's done by Mr. Whitten, Dave Whitten, his name is.
He is from Australian Guitar Timbers, where I get a lot of this stuff from. Some of the better, dressier caps and sides and soundboards are from David. And Australian Guitar Timbers, have a look at it, Texas. Go online, AustralianGuitarTimbers.com, I think, or just Google Australian Guitar Timbers. Have a look at his catalogue and have a look at some of the beautiful, beautiful native Australian timber that he got. Some stuff that you may not have heard of before. It's very, very much worth a look. That is very Shazam. Absolutely. It's very nice, isn't it? I marvel at the timber and what that timber looks like. Okay, let's get back to this guy. We have got I started to chisel away there. You can see I'm chiseling away at that rosette, getting that down, a little bit of depth. And we're going to do a pour in there eventually. We're going to try to anyway. Worst case scenario is we make a rosette and we slot it straight in. But let's have a look at that. Now we've got to get these bracings on here. So let's measure up. We've got a couple done already. Let's pull those guys that we've done. There's 13. 13 goes across here like so.
There's 14. 14 goes across like so. Okay, there's 13 and 14. They're going to go there. We've got all these guys coming off these now to cut up. So I'm going to cut these guys. So 15, 16, 17, 9, 10 and 11. We'll start at the bottom here. 21 and 19. We won't put 20 in. We're going to take 20 away. I'm making a modification there. I'm going to just put that guy in there. There is a block going there, that's why. I don't need that guy there. There is a tail block going in there. So I'm going to take that guy away and just put that guy in there. And I've got a little piece here for 19 already done. That guy there. So I'm just going to cut this guy to length. And just measure that guy up. A couple of strokes and we're there. Okay, that guy's good. Let's grab our little Shinto. Too rough. I might just grab the file that I was using yesterday. It's a little bit smoother, a bit more controlled. Give it a nice little sand. This edge is a little bit sharp. I'll just take a little bit off there. Just straighten that guy up. It's got a little knot there, I just want to straighten that out. There we go. It's a bit better. That guy will go in there like that. That's number 19. Number 19. Let's write 19 on there. We've got that guy done. Let's put away 13 and 14 and 19. So 19's done. 13 is done. 14 is done. Right, we need... that's no longer needed. That's no longer needed. Oh, 12, we've done that, that's fine. 14 and 13, they're gone because it's the same piece, just split in half. 11, 10 and 9. Okay, try and find pieces that fit from the offcuts. Looks like these guys are going to be fine. And again, okay, that's pretty good. So we're going to mark those out with numbers. This will be 9. This will be 10. This will be 11. And we're going to match these for this side here for 15, 16 and 17. Same size, guys and girls. So let's mark out, grab a nice big piece. That will be 17. The equivalent for 10 is 16. And 9 will be 15. And it is just enough. Perfect. Just enough. So 17 is there, 16 is there, and that is 15 here. All right, cut these up. And I'll show you what we've got. Right, have a look over here. We have got 9, 15 matches 9. We've got 10 and 16 matches 10, and we've got 17 matching 11. It's a little bit on the long side. We're going to trim these guys down and use these short bits for up here. So let's mark this guy out so you can see those ribs go there. I'm going to shorten this one to there. Both of these. Okay, 17 over here. There, and these two of course will become 3 and 5, like that. You can see how every little piece we cut off will fit somewhere else, so it's like a little jigsaw puzzle, putting it all together. Who else have we got? Karen Day, what is going on? Big shout out for Karen, please. Thank you very much, Terry. Well done. Who else have we got? Rage is here. How you doing, Rage? What's going on, brother? Good to see you as well. Thank you very much for being here. Let's have a little drink of water. I'm a little bit thirsty. Thirsty is the word. I'm not going to drink this stuff, so I'm going to put that away. Okay, where is that water? Cheers, Big Ears. He's looking up your old address, as they say. Here's to acoustic guitars. May they long create beautiful man glitter and shavings. Nothing like a chisel to a piece of wood to make something. So, speaking of which, we're going to chisel some of these guys out. Thank you very much. Seebley's in the house. Seebley's, what's going on? Good to see you as well. Okay. Excellent. Guys and girls, welcome on in. Okay, what have we got? We've got these guys here. We're going to number these. They're numbered 5 and 6. Yep, we've got to start preparing these. So I'm going to use the chisel just to make it a little bit on the quicker side. We're going to pop these guys right here. We're going to clamp them down. And I'm going to run that chisel straight across there and give that little beveled edge. And then we're going to shave that clean. So let's clamp that little guy down. Let's grab this guy. side as well. Flip this guy over. Clean that edge off. Get it nice and round. There we go. Shave that nice and gently. Round those edges off. All right, hit that with a bit of sandpaper. Clean that guy up. We've got a nice round top on that. Dana with a big 2 bits. Thank you, Dana. Appreciate that. Always there, whether it be 2,000 bits or 2 bits. It doesn't matter. They all count, and we are very, very grateful. Thank you very much. There you have it. So that guy's ready to go. That is number 11. 11. Let's write 11 on here. Okay, let's do number 10. We only have to do the middle section here because we are going to shave away those edges. So I'm going to mark an inch on this side. Then you're going to go on one side, so let's go 1.5 inches. Yep. Two inches for this guy. And 1 inch for this guy. Actually, we'll go 1.5 inches. Keep it consistent with the other one. Yeah, he's going to be trimmed anyway. These guys are the same, so we need to measure 1 inch, 2 inches from this guy. What I'm doing is I'm just marking these guys so we know which part to shave away. This part here stays solid, this part shaves away towards the edge. 1.5 inches from the back here. An 1.5 inches from here. Alright, we're set. Let's get these corners shaved. Number 11's done. Number 10 is next. Good old number 10. Let's put number 10 on this guy. We only have to go from here down. From here down. We've marked it there. That's getting shaved away. From here down needs to be round. Let's do that. this guy. Okay, he's ready. Number 9. Okay, that one's done. Sand this baby. All right, those guys are set. Coolio. Right, let's do this side now. Number 17, same deal. You can now see the difference between solid body electric guitars and acoustic guitars. How much more labor intensive they are to hand make them. Not saying there aren't any mechanical efficiencies, there would be some, but I'll tell you, they're a lot more labor intensive, as you can see, and hence it probably justifies some of the prices that you see on acoustic guitars, the cost of them, for a good one especially. But having said that, how do you get guitars for under $1,000 that are any good? And the answer must be cheap labor, because you cannot justify that cost and expect to make a profit if you're an organization making guitars, or even an instrument maker, for that price. I mean, given that it takes many, many hours to make an electric guitar. When I started making them, it was 100 man hours. I've got that down to 60. Okay, I can do it in 24, but that includes having pre-prepared some things, like already gluing the fretboard down to the neck and already radiusing it and stuff like that. So that saves some time, but 24 hours isn't ideal to build even a simple guitar like a Telecaster. You wonder why and how they can get away with it. Now I've got it down, I reckon, to perfect an electric guitar I need about 60 man hours, just over a week probably. That includes finishing. Time spent on oiling and sanding and all that stuff. You've got to include everything. And for an acoustic, I'd say it's at least double that. So on a time rate, on a labor rate, you'd be very, very difficult to. And it's one of those things where you can't really mass produce. See, I could make 5 Telecaster bodies in the same time that I could make one, because you just cut out 5. Spend a little bit more time, cut out 5 bodies, glue them all up, and you've got 5 blanks waiting for you. So when you pick one up, you don't need to start from scratch. You've already got one prepared to the point where you're going to have a Telecaster type shape, or a Strat. Everyone's doing well. Thank you, Karen, for asking. Happy Scarf, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Caesar Rosati, thank you for the follow earlier on. Appreciate it. And Dana with the big 2 bits. Always 2-bit Dana, we call her. Always there to give us a peace of mind. I meant that as a joke. Please don't take offense. Okay, we've got this guy there. Time for this one. Patience is a virtue, as they say. This is a bit monotonous and it's a little bit tedious, but it's got to be done. Cowbell incoming. Excellent. More cowbell. I don't even know why the cowbell's there. Where did we get that from? What's the inspiration behind that, Willie? The bending of the sides, Willie. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Gato, innovation's one thing, cheap labour is another. A lot of those countries like Indonesia, they're selling $500 beautiful guitars for $500. The guy that made it probably gets $1 a day. And I'm not kidding. When I was in Bali in Indonesia, I spoke to one of the people that was preparing a banquet for us, a chef. And they earned $50 a month. And most of that goes to pay for their mortgage on their grave site, because land is so scarce. They all want to be buried when their time is done on this world. And that is the most expensive asset they ever purchase, is their grave site, believe it or not. And the rest of it goes to a 1-bedroom apartment so that a family of 4 can sleep in one room. Innovation is there, but I would say most of those companies in Asia, it ain't innovation that's making them produce stuff. It's cheap labour. Hey, Hoodie, how you doing? Got a bounce. No problems, man. I've worked in technology for 34 years. Before I started doing this, I was a IT architect and engineer. I can tell you what, artificial intelligence and innovation isn't anywhere near where it should be. It was a lot better 20 years ago. It's getting worse, actually. Yes, you can post the rant emote now, Karen and Terry. Every time someone says innovation, I sort of go, yep, you're right, innovation is important, but it's nowhere near as nowhere near as much a factor as people think it does. And that's only because of what I've seen. Happy to be proven wrong. I'm always open for discussion and always happy to take other people's experiences and opinions. But I've seen it close up. And yeah, innovation's just a buzzword. They are ingenious. Some of the people are very ingenious. They make tools and things to save costs. They're very, very ingenious. So ingenuity is something. But geez, I tell you what, they don't earn a lot of money. They don't earn a lot of money. I feel sorry for them. And the only prescription is more cowbell. Thank you for the rant. Rant over, guys and girls. Bowls Dip, what's going on? 1,000 bits. You are the best. No one dips like Bowls dips. One to go, guys and girls, on this side. And then we can start shaving those and maybe glue them down. I'm going to probably glue these down first before I do the other end. I probably will put those two as well. I want to get this base down first. And see how we go. I'll glue it down after the show, and I will keep going. We've got time. There's plenty of time. We've only been going for an hour and a bit. So, what's the stream time? Karen Day, what is going on? 3-month tier 1 sub to Bowls Dip. You are awesome, Karen. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Some of you may ask, why isn't he doing the end? Because the end's getting shaved right away. The end here is going to be scooped right out. Sorry guys, I didn't move my camera. So I'm not shaving from that point down because it's going to be scooped away. I'm just rounding these corners over, getting rid of these edges, giving this guy a little bit of a bevel, and then shaving that, sanding that round. Three gifted subs. Thank you very much, Bowls Dip, for following up and passing that on. That's great. Great karma coming your way. Texas. And that's the way we like it. We like that you keep to yourself when it comes to things that get shaved. Speaking of which, we need a poll. Should I shave this facial hair that I have? It's driving me crazy. 1 for leave it, 2 for shave it right now on stream. Guys, beards are not for me, I tell you that. Willie won't go with a gifted sub. Thank you, Willie. That's a hype train. Kicked it off. Amazing work from Wills. Okay, this guy doesn't really need anything. I'm going to leave that guy there as it is. I'm going to do that after they're too small, after I glue them down and shave them. Now, we need to cut this guy out. And so grab these 2 pieces here. What have we got here? That's the one that goes here. Yes, indeed. That goes right there. So let's position these guys where they're going to go. One of these has to be cut in half. I will cut this guy in half and position him over the top of this like that. Okay. Just lining that guy up. Yep, that's pretty good right there. Going to notch these out and see if I can join them. What I'm doing is I'm positioning these guys like so. I'm going to cut out a little joint and I'm going to fuse those, cut these guys across there and fuse them in there. Simple is with 50 bits. Buff Rogues, thank you for the follow. Going towards that 2,000 mark. Guys, if we get to 2,000, I'm doing another 24-hour stream. So get those follows in. If you're watching the show and you haven't followed, please follow us. Subs are not necessary or mandatory. We're always appreciative of subs, but the follows are. We want you to follow as much as we can, as much as you can, I should say. 3 gifted subs from Terry. Thank you very much. Karen Day with 10 bits as well. Thank you, guys. That's awesome. Level 4, we're kicking it. We're kicking its ass. That's what I love to do. Put those resources back in the stream. And that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, guys and girls, we're going to cut a couple of notches out of this guy. Let's go down to halfway. Okay, we're going to cut the top of this guy. Make a little joint. Halfway down. Halfway down. Cut that guy out, like so. Clean that up. Cut this guy now, just the same way. We're going to lock them into each other like 2 starstruck lovers. falling into each other's arms forever. What am I talking about? Okay, and as you can see, what that enables us to do is to overlap these guys like that. Join those guys if we can. A little bit tight. I like them tight. Let's just give that a little tap. Nice cross. And that brace will go in like that. There we go. Okay, there we go. That's how we do it. Whew, what have we got? Mr. Death, 100 bits. Bolsdip with another 700 bits. Thank you very much. Bolsdip is on fire. On fire, absolutely. Clamp it up. Karen never talks to herself. She's too clever for that. We've got to trim this guy down a little bit. Let's trim these guys down just a tad. 17 centimeters. What do we got here? 20. Okay, that's a bit long. Let's limit that to 17. And what we got here? 17 as well. And 17 as well. Okay. That fits beautifully in there now, like so. There we have it, like that. So there's that bottom section there done. That's the bottom section complete. Of course, we now need to glue these guys in. There we go. That's the pattern. What do you think of that, guys and girls? Dana, what is going on? You're going nuts. Terry with 3 gifted subs. Death with 100. Bolsdip with 700. Community sub from Dana and another one from Dana. That's 2. Level 4, that's awesome, guys. 1600 bits and 10 gifted subs. You guys are amazing. So do I shave the beard? I didn't see the numbers. 1, if I need to shave the beard right now on the stream. 2, if I have to keep the beard. Let me know what you think. Okay, that's the bottom section pretty much done. Pretty much done with the exception of a block of wood that's going in there. We need a piece in here. We need a piece. Actually, we need a piece across here. Okay, and then we need another 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces there, and we're done. We can glue that guy down. So we need a piece across here. 18 centimeters. Let's measure that. 18 centimeters, just on 7 inches and a bit, 7 and an eighth, 7 and a 16th, or a couple of, about an eighth. Cut that off there. Pick that up. Rightio! There's our piece that goes in there. Just going to give that a light sand. It's a little bit wonky shaped. A little bit better now. That should fit a little bit better. It does. Sits in there like that. Okay, let's get this guy chiseled out. One, two, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. Lone Star Mama wants me to shave it right now. Ha! The only person that should be shaving anything is Texas. Where is Texas Truth? Is he up here still? Is he still talking about shavings? What a funny comment. Okay, looks like the twos have it. I'm going to have to leave it. The only shaving allowed in the shop are the wood shavings. Karen has spoken. I don't want to upset that lady. She'll bench press me into next week and throw me over the neighbour's fence. There we go. Give that a nice facts. That's exactly right. The neighbour has a cute new dog. What are you trying to say, Terry? You're telling me that if I get thrown over the neighbours, they're going to have a new dog? What does that mean? What you talking about, Terry? Leslie, you silly thing, you. Very funny. Okay. There's that little guy that goes in there. All right, that leaves, guys and girls, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pieces left. We've got plenty of bracing left. Here it is. Let's get this these long ones down. So these guys here, let's measure that. 5 inches. 6 inches. We'll go 5.5. 5.5 inches. 2 pieces by 5.5 inches. Back over here to the measuring cutting board. 14 centimeters, exactamundi. Just catching up with the chat. 5-5. Bolsdip, you the tiebreaker. You are in it with the tiebreaker, my friend. You need to break the tie. Go. Unless you've already voted. Doesn't matter. Vote again. Just like a polling booth. Vote early, vote often. Isn't that what they say? Willie, you really need one of these razor saws. Seriously, they are good fun. Cut wood like butter. Okay, these guys are going to go up here, right next to that hole, and they're going to pretty much support or reinforce that sound hole. Like that. Okay, that's how they're going to go there, like that. And then we've got one in here and two on this bigger shoulder here. One there and one at the top there. And the wood block's going to go in there. And the tail block's going to go in there. And we're done. Okay. Can a mod make a poll? Maybe they can. I'm not sure. Terry, you need to find out if you can do a poll. Mr. Hell yeah, thank you for the 100 bits. Lone Star Mama, thank you for the follow earlier on. Really appreciate you being here. Willie won't go the specs. But let me get you, what I'll do, Willie, is I'll email you the order sheet from Amazon with all the specs, okay? How's that sound?
I got them on Amazon. I'll send you the link with the stats on them. And there's 3 saws in a packet of 3. Oh, did I buy 3? I think it is a site that has different saws, but I bought the whole set, the 3 of them. So how about I do that? I'll send you those and you'll be able to see the specs.
Excuse me. Okay, guys and girls, we're almost done. We're almost done. We've got a couple of braces to go. These are all rounded. These are all done. We need to shave all these after we glue them. We're going to glue these down and then put little bits of tape to hold them in place. A nice big weight on there. Traditionally, what you would have seen to hold, to put pressure down on those rods, to put pressure down on the surface of that guitar body, that rod has to sit up like that. And to hold that in place, what you'd often see is a whole bunch of bamboo or plastic bendy rods, and the luthier would take one end of the bendy rod and place it on the wood like that, bend that bow, and there'd be a big flat surface they'd sit like a table over the top of it, or a stool type arrangement, a roof, a flat square piece with 4 legs, slip this under it, put that rod in there, bend it, and where it came up to the top, it would be pushing like that. So they'd bend it like that, and then it would straighten up, and that would provide downforce on all the pieces, and you'd see lots of little rods. I don't do that. I don't need to do that. It's another jig that I don't need to have. So what I do is I glue them down, apply a little bit of tape so they don't shift, so that it's neat, and then I sit a nice flat board over it with a couple of heavy blocks of wood, and then it's done. Briggs, what's going on? Sue's in the house too. Ha! Sue, if it's itchy, I have to deal with it. There's so much I could say there, but I won't. All right, let's cut these other 2 pieces first. get these guys cut as well. These 3 pieces, I should say, and then we'll be set to go. So I've got these 2 cut here. I've got this piece here. Let's cut this little guy. I think that's about 2.5 inches or 3 almost. Let's make it 2.5. Just mark that guy out. Oh, there it is. I was looking for that. Texas, the Manny method is more than sufficient. Look, if I was a purist, I'd be doing it like the legends. There's a reason for that, the way they do it. I'm yet to find out what the reason is, but I'm sure that it's something to do with equal pressure and stuff on the... I don't know. I'm not trained. I just taught myself. I'm not a real luthier. I didn't do an apprenticeship. 2 inches there. 2.5, 2.5. We'll make it 2.5, 2 by 2.5. And 1, 2. Okay. Right, let's cut this guy. And then we've got all the pieces that we need and we're done. We can start gluing those down after I round those edges off. I could probably round them after I stick it down as well, but I can't do these. Oh, these are done. Is that rounded? Yep, that's rounded. These aren't. I've got to do them before I glue them down. That's okay. Okay, what do we got here? 2.5 inch, one length. Another 2.5. And a 2. Okay. Alrighty then. So that gets us that guy there. That guy there. And that guy there. Sorry. That guy there. And that guy there. There we go. That's it. That's our little arrangement, guys and girls. That's going to be stronger than Fort Knox, let me tell you. Poll is live. Should Manny shave his beard live on stream? You got to be kidding, don't you? What have we got there so far? No, please no. Yes, I want to see that. I'm not going to vote. There we go. There's the result. It's not happening. The no runs away with it. Ha ha! I grew a long beard and long hair with zero effort. That's why they call you Mr. Death. I've gotten rid of the long hair though because it's insanely annoying. Yes, it is. I had long hair down to my backside when I was a young teenager / early 20s. He still has the beard. You wouldn't be Death without the beard. Just positioning these guys. There we go, ladies and gents. That's it. Let's get these guys rounded. Then we'll glue everything down. And then we can chisel away tomorrow. So we've got these guys all rounded. This is rounded. We've got to do this lot here. Okay, we've got to do this lot here. So let's quickly round these guys quickly. Going to mark what I don't need to round off. This guy here. Leave that alone. Round all this stuff here. Okay. Let's go. Let's do it. can buy these pre-rounded. You can get everything you need to make the bracing, just install it. But the reason I'm doing it this way is because I've got all this scrap left over and I wanted to use it for something. This scrap is off the neck, the Queensland maple neck that this guy's going to have. So there's scrap left over, and it's good hardwood, and I want to use it, and it's light too, it's not too heavy. So it's always good for these sorts of applications. Okay, that goes there. Let's do this one. Fix this guy up so you guys can see a bit better. It should be better for you. Yep. Let's take those corners off. Alrighty, round it off. ICM NKYA. Icy Monkey A. Ice Monkey A. Ice Monkey. I don't know. 7 minutes ago. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Briggsy, what's going on? Good night, Mrs. Pinkett Christian. Thank you for being here. I wash my face every day. I have to. I've got dust and all sorts of crap stuck in it. I need to. Okay, let's pop this guy up here. This guy goes here like so. There we go. And these little guys now, these little panes in the backside, quickly give them a light shave. Very hard to hold on to, not much room to clamp on either. Let's go the other way. There we go. What have I done? Yeah, that's fine. I don't need 3 there. I'm just going to put 2 in there. And I'm going to put 2 in here. I'll just grab that long one. Like that. Take that away. Put those guys there like that. That's better. Okay, we're taking 3 away. We're just going to have 2 and 2. I think that's more than enough up there. It's overkill otherwise. We've got enough of these guys here anyway. Okay, we've got that guy rounded. We've got to do this one and these 2. So let's do those quickly. And then we're done. Then we'll glue them down. Okay, done. Alrighty, and lucky last, one more and then we're gluing. Who's happy about the gluing? I am. Thank the Lord we're gluing. About bloody time. Okay, last piece. Let's sand that guy. Let's get these glued down. Okay, we're good to go. Let's position them. Here we are. Man glitter everywhere. That's what we like to see. Let's put this guy down in there like so. There we go. Now before we do anything, I want to clean up all these pencil marks. Actually, they're going to be shaved off the top. That's fine. There's no other pencil marks. There's numbering on the inside. It doesn't really matter. I will clean them up. Let's take those numbers off. Just in case some boffin ever digs into this guitar and sees it, they don't say, oh, he was too lazy to even rub the numbers off. That one's done. It's done. Good. They're all good. Yep, these ones here. First things first, we'll glue the big brace down. Work from these big pieces first, and then we hang off the ribs off the core. We'll get the spine in there first, and then we'll get the ribs off the cage, off the sternum. Just like anatomy. It's just like anatomy classes, like biology. You sent the man glitter emote. Thank you very much, Dana. I will look into that. See you, Death. See you next time. Okay, that guy's done. All right. These guys, that's getting sure. Let's. Yep, that'll be done too. Yeah, let's just scrape that off. Like so, and we'll get this guy cleaned up. Okay, that guy goes there. And we're good to go, guys and girls. Let's get the glue. Let's glue this up. Okay, let's go. So now we have deleted the numbers on these. Let's just position these guys here, like so. Put this guy down first. So we're going to do this guy first, straight on there like that. Okay, glue. There we go. All right, positioning this guy down into the said location. Need to tape that down. tape. It's a little bit of a bend in it, so I'm going to just strap that down. The weight will sort that out once I put the weight on there. There we go. That's good. Get this guy taped down. There we go. Good. That's keeping it down. That goes somewhere. These are the side ribs. Let's put these ribs down. Oh, that goes down here. Like that. Of course, those little fillets would help now with those rods. Let's just pop that guy in there like so. And let's put a little angle on that. Where's that saw? That. Let's glue that guy down. A little bit of tape. Keep that guy down. Or keep it from moving. Braces. Okay, these guys. This guy needs to go in here. Wipe the excess. Keep that from moving. What do we got? this guy. That guy goes there. Yep, this guy goes here. All right. Okay. This guy here goes in here. Squish it around, it bites. Once it bites, lock it in. Okay, last piece on this side, right there, like that. Like that. Do not move. Come on. Take that guy down. Do not move. Okay, that's that side done. Let's get these three in here, and then we've got those up there. Got to work quickly now, got to work really quickly so that glue doesn't start going off. Ah, damn it. Okay. Wipe the excess. There we go. little piece in there, like so. Okay. Ow. Yep. Okay, right there. Okay, done. Right. We can put the block of wood in here later. We don't have to do that now. There's a little triangle block that's going in there to give the bridge support. Okay, that's the bottom section done. Keep that guy down. Need some weight on there soon. Okay, good. These are down. One more down here. Right, these little guys here. One here, one here. Like that. Quickly take this guy down so he doesn't move. Whoops. One down here. This guy. so. Little pieces, that's all we got left. Like that. Just keep them from moving. These little guys. Okay, they're done. Now, wait. Wait. We need weight. Done. There we go.
There we have it. Done. So that guy is all glued up. And all we've got left now is to get that stuff off tomorrow, shave those little corners out, neaten everything up. The reason they do shave those ends is it gives it a little flat area to sit those rods. We don't need to do it. I'm going to shave it anyway just to make the ends look a little bit more. You can take some weight out of there, but that's why they do that. DJ Rock and Rog, what's going on? Middle answer. What is happening? Baked potato, salt and pepper. Little baby guys. Absolutely. We're down to little baby guys. Bam. Done. So that's it. That's what we have. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back again tomorrow. I'm going to leave it there. And I'm going to see you guys on the morrow. Matty Burrows is on. So is Spike. I'm going to go to Spike today because we went to Matty yesterday. I'm going to share the love. This beard is staying as per the poll. We'll have another poll tomorrow. No. We'll have another poll next week. Thank you very much, Terry. Awesome for you guys being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Bolsdip, thank you very much for your support today. Fantastic support from everyone. We love it. We love that support and keep it coming. I'll be back again tomorrow, guys and girls. I'm just going to raid Frugal Fixer. Let's see what that guy's up to. There it goes. Yes, Beard. Thank you very much, guys and girls. I'll see you again tomorrow. So look after one another. Have a great night. I'll see you when I see you, which is tomorrow, same time. So take care. Until then, this is Manny from The Guitar Show. We're going to get that acoustic done sooner than later. See you again tomorrow. Bye for now.